Let's talk about leadership. To have this conversation with us, we talk about GOTNI, for instance, a leadership-centered organization with focus on redefining Africa's leadership. And of course, that will be holding an advanced leadership program in the month that is just ahead of us in December. Lana Sokore is a leadership consultant. He joins us to have this conversation. Good morning, and thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Well, we're good. Well, we've all been talking about the leadership challenge for a while. What is new that we need to adopt that we haven't?
So very interesting thing is this, that for our country to make progress, institutions, private sector, public sector, must embrace the culture of leadership development and leadership training at the top level, middle level, and even at the lower level. Because culture matters. Culture drives growth within organizations. In fact, nations of the world that have been able to make a lot of great progress, there have been nations that the leaders of these institutions and organizations, they have accepted the growth mindset principle, which means that they have submitted themselves to continuous growth and improvement. They have submitted themselves to continuous training. The greatest challenge you find in our country basically is that we arrive too soon. A lot of CEOs and top leaders, most do not even see the advantage of submitting themselves to training. So, but what has happened now is that instead of us going overseas to now train, GOTNI in Nigeria has been able to set up a global leadership development center that is practically in the city of Abuja. What that means is that we have been able to design different courses, like 25 courses, that instead of people paying and we have capital flight going overseas to train, we can now train in Nigeria and bring the best of leadership standards, the best of faculty from within and outside Nigeria. And so, that is the exciting thing now that we have brought to the table. So, no more traveling overseas in that sense to train. We can now get the best of faculty in Nigeria and also have a local content in the context of leadership development. Take, for instance, we have just concluded a 7-day leadership training for CEOs and top executives of both private sector and public sector. I mean, I had a particular case where, a multi-billion company, the CEO came in and she said she's traveled all over the world training from Harvard to everywhere. And she said, what else would she, really get to learn? And when she visited the Leadership Center, she confessed by herself that she has never seen this type of facility in Nigeria. And she decided to take a course. The course was 7 days. Guess what? She never missed one class because at every time there's a faculty comes in, it's like she has never heard of that before. It's like, so we're talking about transformational leadership in its core. We're talking about decision-making and leadership. We're talking about, strategy and execution. We're talking about mind leadership, some critical factors that can change the fortunes of organizations, even when challenges are there. Yes.
Sorry. How soon do we expect to see the result of this, your training center, so that we begin to see a, should I say change, or should I say a transformation in leadership in Nigeria?
So the reality basically is this. We need a critical mass of people to have a leadership mindset and a growth mindset. And the earlier we facilitate that, the better for our country. And that is why specifically that we have decided to say, at a very high level, let's focus on the senior executives of companies, both private sector and public sector, who will now, if they are influenced, they have new mindset, they are improved on their leadership capacities and competencies, they can now provide leadership for their organizations. And if the more we do that, the more organizations that buy into this reality, the better for the prosperity that will be generated in public companies, private companies, the better in terms of results and impact. What we are talking about is more people, buying into the concept of training and building their capacities so they can perform in their leadership mandate, whether it's a private company or a public company, whether it's a small company that is growing, they all need a huge level of leadership development. And this is what we are advocating. And as I'm talking to you right now, remember that Gotney as an organization has transited. We have worked, we have the non-profit side of Gotney that have done a lot of free leadership development training program for Nigerians over the years. But now we have a Gotney Leadership Center that is now, an institution that is providing training, at a higher level for CEOs and middle-level staff. And as I'm talking to you now,
Mr. Okorie, that's the reason for the Advanced Leadership Program.
Advanced Leadership Program, specifically that we just graduated a set in Abuja for senior directors and senior CEOs of companies. Now we are bringing it to Lagos. Lagos had been asking, when are you coming to Lagos? When would you bring this leadership development experience to Lagos? The good news that I have right now is that the Marriott Hotel in Lagos, in Ikeja, Lagos, will now be hosting the Gotney Leadership Center, because we're going to have an advanced leadership program for only about 40 participants, only 40 people that will make the class. So what we are asking is that great companies, who want to perform better in 2022, despite of the hard economic environment, will now send their CEOs and the top directors to participate, both in private company and the public company. If you run your own private company, it doesn't matter whether it's a car leasing company, it doesn't matter whether it's a bank, it doesn't matter whether it's a business entity of whatever sort, and you feel like it is time to take your leadership capacities and competencies to another level. You want to learn, how to be a transformational leader. You want to learn how to execute appropriately. You want to understand corporate governance from a leadership perspective. You want to be able to learn how to actually network for business growth. You want to understand how to stretch and build. In fact, it was Lee Kuan Yew who said, I have built this country with my life, and what I have got is a successful Singapore. What are you building? I'm asking right now, what are you building? So if you are building a company and you are growing every day in your leadership competencies, it means that the people under you will have the capacity to grow. But if you don't grow, then that's a challenge. So everyone who is in this country at the moment, you have an opportunity to actually aspire to gain a seat at the Advanced Leadership Program. It's 7 days, from the 6th of December to the 12th. The graduation is on the 12th.
Okay, who are the people eligible to be a part of it?
So CEOs of top companies, executive directors. The lists in terms of experience is general manager, a GM. You have to be a GM, or you have to be a director or a CEO. You run your own business, or you are a director of a public company or private company, or you are a CEO of a particular business. So that's why it's called an advanced leadership program specifically. And you have very senior directors from government agencies attending, and you have CEOs of private companies attending, and they are executive directors and directors. So, or very senior managers, specifically. So these are the quality of the people that are eligible to participate. And like I said, it's only 40 seats that are available. The whole of the country, 40 seats that are available. So if you're listening to me right now, the best thing that can happen to you is to say, why don't we stop, retreat, replan, reinvent in ourselves as leaders? Why don't we reshape our organizations by the way we shape ourselves? First, we'll build ourselves first before we build successful organizations. So This is an opportunity for everyone to be able to take advantage of that.
Mr. Curry, in parentheses now, is everyone a leader?
Everyone has the capacity to become a leader, everyone. But it is only the one that decides to invest in himself and prepare himself, to be able to lead. Then that one can now begin to gain competencies that are necessary for leadership. And I quote this: being a positional leader does not make you a leader. Having a position or a title does not, make you a leader. There are people who are occupying, big positions in this country. They are CEOs of companies, but they are struggling with certain leadership, and they are sabotaging their companies. They are sabotaging their organizations. Their organizations are failing simply because of the fact that these key leaders, they might have even good hearts, but they don't have the competencies to perform. So when a leadership development opportunity like this shows itself, what it means is that leaders will now decide to humble themselves and invest, spend money, spend resources to invest in themselves. In 2019, I spent, more than $60,000 to go overseas to take 4 leadership courses, despite of the fact that I've spent 27 years learning leadership. Every CEO must create a budget for leadership development at every level within the organization. So you can build leadership competencies, maybe you build honor within the organization, excellent thinking within the organization, productivity thinking within the organization, and then you drive growth. There's a sense of urgency in delivering the mandate of the company or the organization. And people must understand how leadership works. And that's what makes organizations different.
Okay, so what are the major benefits for those who are coming to this training program?
So for those of you who are going to be part of the training program specifically, you will learn the concept of transformational leadership, not transactional leadership. You will learn how to make decisions and make it quickly. You will learn how to work with different dynamics and build partnerships and collaborations on how to be able to build whatever business that you're doing. You will learn how to be able to apply corporate governance in your leadership development process. And most especially, you will understand mind leadership. The concept of mind leadership is currently the global trending leadership model on how individuals can lead with their mindsets. And when they are able to lead with their...
Oh dear. You're just about to close that conversation. Okay.
Oh, he's back.
So these are some of the themes. And anybody who wants to participate, in this program, all you need to do is you have to send us a message on the phone number that is on the screen. Specifically, you want to send us a text message and say, my name is this. I like to be part of the leadership, advanced leadership program. The number that you should be able to send a message to is 081 579 919770. If that number can be put on the screen, the number is 081 579 19770. And for the last time, you send us a message and say, my name is this. This is what I do. I would like to be part of the advanced leadership program in Lagos. The number, another number is 080-335-12469. And for the last time, let me repeat the number, 080-335-12469. 22469. You want to participate, send us a text message and you will get a seat.
Okay, Mr.
And
Korea.
then we will let you know the requirement on how you can participate.
Okay, and this program is taking place when?
The program is taking place from the 6th of December to the 12th of December. It's a 7-day leadership retreat. It's a 7-day leadership program. And the graduation, it will be official graduation on the 12th. And that graduation, everybody's going to graduate with their jacket and shield as if, I mean, it's bringing Harvard to Nigeria, literally. That's what it's about.
Okay.
So, please, can you help me put the number on the screen?
Well,
so
I have to apologize. We'll not be able to do that one now because this segment is officially ended. We have to thank you very much for being a part of our conversation this morning. Linus Okorie is a leadership consultant. Thank you very much for your time. In the meantime, those numbers 0815-791-9770 and 0803-351-2469. If you miss this, a replay of this will be available on YouTube for you to get the number again in case you missed it. Thank you very much for watching that one. Sunrise continues after now. Do stay with us.